So guys, forgive me for not getting up when you entered the room. It was hard enough getting down here, and I'm not getting up until I have to. Well, I'm down here because I'm going to be storing some long-term food. And instead of lifting these big buckets, I thought it would be easier for me to do my work from down here, at least part of it anyway. So guys, I wanted to share with you what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so I'm going to be using, I showed you this when I initially showed you my food pantry, but today is the day that we're going to make use of it. I purchased these food grade buckets from Tractor Supply Company, and right here, food grade heavy duty BPA free. Okay, so I really like these buckets. It's really nice and thick. It'll keep just about any critter out of it, and I like the handle that you can, you know, easy to lift up and down. That makes it very easy. Also, look at the inside, really nice and deep, just the right circumference. Didn't know I knew that word, did you? I didn't even know. I don't know when I used that the last time. Well, it is really nice and round, okay? So today we're going to be, let's put this over here. Hopefully you can see as we're going along. I'm going to show you everything, and then I'm going to do some of them with you, but it's going to be the same process for mostly everything. Some things are going to be a little bit different because some things you store differently long term. So I'm going to be storing some pinto beans, okay? Now the flour I have been accumulating for a while, and over here, guys, I have another whole bucket of navy beans. I've had this for a while. I picked this up instead of getting all the, you know, the little bags. I saw this at my little neighborhood store, Piggly Wiggly. Today we're going to do pinto beans, we're going to do the all-purpose flour, and we're going to do the navy beans, and we're going to do the sugar. Now, another thing I want to share with you here, I already did and I have a video, I just didn't post it. This in here is some rice, long grain rice. And I did this last month, and I'll explain this to you as I go along with the rest of this. I'm going to be using this inside of my food grade bucket, and this is called a Mylar Bag, a Mylar Bag. One of the reasons is because the buckets, this bucket will let in will absorb oxygen over time, and rather than create a partial vacuum, the residual bag volume is removed. If you didn't use a Mylar bag, your bucket would collapse instead of the bag if you stack more than one bucket on top of each other. So basically, I guess what they're saying is, you know, by me using this, and I'm going to use the oxygen absorber, I'm going to keep even more air out. Even though my bucket is going to be airtight, over time oxygen will seep through this plastic, okay? But with all the oxygen taken out of here, it's going to really protect my food. So that's why I'm using the Mylar bag. As you can see, it's pretty doable. In order to get it in here, you know, halfway decent, I'm going to fold both ends here, okay? And then I'm just going to take it and put it in here, like that, and I'm going to open it. And when I put my product in, see how I did that? So we're going to start out with some beans. Now, I'm going to be using bay leaves. I'm going to be using, and someone asked me before the name brand, they asked in the comments. Yes, guys, I read every single one of your comments. Somebody said they were trying to see the name of the bay leaves and they weren't able to see it when I did the pantry tour. It is SWEELER, S-W-E-E-L-E-R, and I think it was less than $30, somewhere around up in there, but I got a whole pound. So I'm going to be using bay leaves, and I'm going to tell you why as I'm working. I'm going to put a few bay leaves in the bottom, just a couple, just dropping them in the bottom of the bag. And then I'm going to put beans in. So guys, can you see in there? I had to become a contortionist almost to be able to show you guys this. But as you can see, I've got some bay leaves in there already. And I'm going to add more of my pinto beans. Move it around a little bit. And we're going to toss in a couple of more bay leaves. And I'm just going to put them, just let them lay right on top here. Now, I'm going to complete the process by adding the other bag of pinto beans. They would use bay leaves, and the bay leaves will deter a lot of different little creatures that like to come around and store themselves in your food, like weasels or whatever they, you know, those little bugs. So now I'm going to put some bay leaves on top. Okay, so I'm going to be storing and putting aside some good old navy beans. I'm going to start out by dropping a few bay leaves in the bottom. Okay, so I just wanted to show you I am about halfway done, and as you can see, I just have my navy beans in here, and I did put some bay leaves at the bottom, and we're going to sprinkle a few more right here in the middle. This is midway. Bay leaves on the bottom, bay leaves in the middle, and bay leaves on top. Now I will be adding oxygen absorbers, but like I said, I'm doing multiple storages, and I want to open this at the very last minute. So now we're going to go, and I'm going to do my flour. Hey guys, so now I'm just going to finish putting in the flour. So what did we do? Bay leaves in the bottom, bay leaves in the middle, and I will put some bay leaves on top of here. Okay, so we're going to be storing sugar. I think you can see it from there. It's a big bag, so I'm not going to lift it if I don't have to, guys. But yes, I'm going to store sugar. I want you to pay attention to, really pay attention. Do not put food absorbers in your sugar. So I'm using the Mylar bag, but it's just to keep moisture and all of that out, okay? Not to take out all of the oxygen. So never put oxygen absorbers in your with your sugar, anywhere with your sugar, because what's going to happen is it's going to get like a rock, like a rock. Have you put your sugar and not used it over time, and then you go to use it and it's a rock? Now, even if it did turn into a rock, you can still use it, but you'll have to chip away at it. And who wants to chip away at sugar when they need it? So I'm just going to put this in, and in order to keep any bugs or anything like that away, I'm going to be using bay leaves. Now, some people are they take their sugar and they freeze it like overnight for 2 or 3 days. They take their sugar and they do other things to it in order to make sure that it won't be compromised with bugs and things like that. But I'm kind of old school, like I've said, and I know that my grandmother and family used lots of bay leaves in their time in order to keep little critters and bugs away, because they didn't have oxygen absorbers, and they didn't have a freezer to be able to put their sugar in to get that, you know, integrity up and to kill the bugs and stuff. So they would put bay leaves around, and bay leaves, there's a certain particular smell or odor to the bay leaves that really deter and keep any bugs and all of that away. They just won't, they won't come, they won't. And if any are in there, they're just gonna die away. So there's bugs in your food anyway, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna start out with a few at the bottom, and I'm just dropping them in. Okay, oh, this baby is heavy, guys. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so I'm gonna go halfway. Oops. Okay, it starts spilling a little bit. Good thing it went right on the bag. So let's make sure everybody's in there, opened up all the way. Okay, so now halfway, we're gonna just drop some more oxygen. I'm sorry, no oxygen absorbers, no! Some more bay leaves in. And I'm gonna bring you closer so you can see what it looks like. I'm kind of holding the camera at an awkward angle for me, so I hope that you're able to see it. But this is midway. Okay, now I'm going to finish it. And remember, we put at the bottom, we did midway. And we're going to pour some more. Well, we're going to finish it off. I'm just going to finish it. Here we go. Oh, it was hard, but it was a lot easier than scooping it out little by little. Okay? So now, look how easy that is. That's easy, guys. Don't be intimidated. You know, when you're thinking about putting things away, don't be intimidated. You know, I've been waiting and not doing this because I'm like, okay, there's got to be more to it, but it's not. Now, okay, so here you go. I put some more bay leaves right on top. Right on top. That's it. And I'm going to come back and I'll show you how we close this up and how we wrap it all up and bring it on home. Okay, guys, so we are going to seal the flour, and I'm not going to go all the way down because I've got several containers that I'm going to seal, and I'm going to open up the oxygen absorber at the very last minute. So I'm going to start the seal and then put that in at the last minute. Now there's a couple of ways that you can do it. You can get an old piece of wood and you lay it across your board here, close your bag and lay your bag down, and then you take your iron and you seal it. The other way that you can do it, you can use curling iron. Now this is a very, very easy way. You don't have to worry about getting the wood, you don't have to worry about taking the iron out, but I thought I'd use both of them. I'm going to show you why, because I'm going to seal it almost to here, leave that open, and then at the last minute I will seal. When I put my oxygen absorber in, that's when I will complete the seal. Okay, so right now we have the flour. So let me put this here so that I can remember which one it is. And this is the nutritional facts that you should put in anything that you're putting away for long-term storage, so that if you need to, you will be able to figure out all the nutritional facts and how much of the different vitamins and nutritions that you're getting. So I'm just going to put this here so that I can remember which one this is without having to peek in the bag. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Okay, so you see I've got it just lined up, and I started it over here already with the curling iron. Okay, but now I'm just going to take the iron, and I'm doing it up to the top, and there's a reason for that, so that I can leave some space at the bottom in case I have to open it. Then I can still go and fasten it again later. So okay, so let's go about sealing this. Just keep it lined up and just go along and just start sealing it. Now I have my setting on cotton. I don't think I have a wool setting. I'm sure there is one. I'm not going to go all the way. Like I said, I am not going to go all the way. I'm only going to go up to here. Okay? And you want it to look like this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it on the other side also, because I want to make sure that I seal it. So I'm turning it over. I got my opening down there. I'm not going to go past that little space over there. I'm going to fold this down over here, and I'm just going to seal it over on this side. Okay? So let's get the iron, put it down, just hold it on there. If you got a wool setting or a higher setting, you know, you could use that, but that's all you have to do. So this is how you seal it, and it's very easy to seal with the curling iron, just as easy as it is sealing it with this. And I may go back over it with the curling iron. So let me show you what it's going to look like. Hopefully you'll be able to see it from there. You can see how it's got the ridges along there. You can see that it's sealed. I can't even get in it. It's hot right now too. So I'm going to go back over it again, but that is sealed. Now when I get ready to use it, I will cut below the seal. I can cut below the seal. See, just cut below the seal, and then if I want to reseal it, I can reseal it again. So that's what you got the extra space for. So I will come back when I want to show you that I'm going to put the oxygen absorber in. We will be right back, okay? Time you seal something, it's advisable to put in nutritional facts. You can even put recipes in. That wouldn't hurt, you know, to put a recipe in. But for the sugar, I'm going to put this in there. And of course, I'm also going to label my sugar and all of that. But for right now, I'm just going to put this in there and move that to the side. And look inside of here. You can see the gasket, the black gasket. That's going to adhere to the top of here and seal that in real good. Navy beans, and I have the nutritional facts for the navy beans, and I'm going to put it right here for me for now, so that because I'm not going to complete this seal, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to be putting in one of the oxygen absorbers, okay? And once I open the oxygen absorbers, then I need to use them right away. I can't have them just sitting around because they're going to be exposed to the oxygen, to the air, so they'll start becoming ineffective really quickly. So I'm going to do, since I'm doing 4 or 5 buckets, I'm going to seal as much as I can. I'm going to leave a little bit of the end part open. I'm going to drop my oxygen absorber in there, and then I'll seal that at the very last minute, okay? Okay, so now I am about to put my oxygen absorbers in. Here I have pinto beans, I have the navy beans, I have the self-rising flour, and there I have some rice that I packed without the Mylar bags. And now I'm going to, this is my oxygen absorbers. So here they are. Here they are. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take one, put it right there on my rice. I'm going to take one here. I left a space open over here. Pinto beans, we're going to drop it in here. Okay, get in there. Okay, then I'm going to take one and put it over here in the, that's the flour. This is the flour. We're going to drop just one of them in there because I don't think I need more than the one. Okay. Then I'm going to take one and put here in the navy beans. So I left a little opening here, right? So we're going to stick it right in there. Get it in there, okay? So now I'm going to show you how we're going to finish sealing this. Okay, everybody's in and everybody's tucked in. So I'm going to use now this so that I can get it done quickly. I'm just going to go along, seal this. Okay, because I want to, ooh, it's hot. I want to get it done as quickly as I possibly can. And let me put these oxygen absorbers in here quickly in my jar here. But let's go ahead and seal this up. And I'll come back. Let's press it down, get as much air out as possible. And then let's seal this in over here. Let's get the air out of here. And let's seal this one. This is the navy beans. Stay stored for 20 or 30 years. Well, let's calculate. I'm 71. So I don't know if I'll be around to enjoy it. but maybe part of my family will be. You know, my family will be around. But we don't store anticipating our demise. We store anticipating that we're going to be around forever. So I'm just finishing this up here, and I'm going to show you the lids that we have. This is stored really good. Okay? Okay. So just wait. Look how nicely that everybody's folded. Okay, so this is the way it looks. It's got the black the gasket part down there. This part opens and closes, but I'm going to put it all on at one time. This is the navy beans, and if I want to get in here, all I have to do is do this. Okay, that's the gamma seal. This seal is on here now, and it's on there to stay. See, it's on there. It's on there to stay. If I want to go in and out, now all I have to do is do that. So we're going to just close it up. So that's the navy beans. The rice I had done before, and that's the seal on that. Navy beans, and we have our sugar. So guys, I'll come back tomorrow and show you if those went down. They should. If not, I will have to cut them, and then all I have to do is reseal them again. Make sure I get all the air out of it and reseal it. But I want to experiment and see if that oxygen absorber gonna deflate that. So, okay, see you tomorrow. Okay guys, so it has been a couple of days since we completed this, and remember how high this was? I wanted to go for it to go down the Mylar bag. On this one, these are the pinto beans, and it has gone down. So I should be able to get the lid on here now. The air from the oxygen absorber has done its job. Now this is the sugar. The sugar, if you recall, I just put bay leaves in here. I did not put an oxygen absorber. You never put an oxygen absorber in sugar. It will make it hard. So we're just going to close up our sugar. I have it labeled on top here, and I'm going to go and label it on the sides too. Sorry, I can't see you. There you go. There you go, guys. I'm excited to have this. I'm excited to have it, and I feel really good about this, and I hope that you're getting all your things stored up and getting ready for winter. Store up and get ready for winter. Hopefully, I won't even have to leave the house. I don't want to have to come out for anything for months and months and months and months. I'm okay with that. So I'll see you guys till the next video. I love you. Get prepared now. Get prepared. Granny is telling you, get ready. Okay guys, I'll see ya. Bye-bye.